my name right is the occasion right now. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta be ready. Yo, Rex, man. It's my release party. I think we need to do a short right here.
Respect for the art of rhyme. The art of rhyme.
So you've been hitting up the DJ scene for a while. You got the production. Now you're holding down Boston. Where are you? Are you in Boston now?
Nah, I've lived in New York for about 4.5 years now, and you know, it's dope out there. It's always been my favorite city. You know, Boston's my heart, but I'm happy to be out there. Like, I grew up off New York hip hop, so it feels good to contribute to it.
And now the roster. Why don't you just give us like a real quick rundown?
It's hard, man. It's hard to remember them all. Talib Kweli, Q-Tip, Consequence, Joel Ortiz, Cool G Rap, Styles P, Jadakiss, Chic, KRS-One, wow. Of course, Rex, Terminology, Large Professor. I can keep going. There's a lot. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. Big Shug, Granite State, Slum Village, Freeway, Cassidy, everybody.
That's a mouthful. Huh?
Yeah.
So you've been. This is your debut album, right?
My first album.
Now, how important was it to kind of build the right album for your first debut?
It's actually not as complex as people think it is. Like, I thought of the records and made them happen. Like, it wasn't something that was like really sat down and planned out. None of it was. I just made the beats, gave them to the artists, and they did it. And like, we did it together. Like, we came up with the ideas, the cuts, whatever, and it happened. It's great to know that I can make records that easy. So.
But you probably could have dropped an album, you know, earlier on and not had quite the caliber.
Yeah. I mean, I've been talking with this album for years. Spell My Name Right was a mixtape series we did 10 volumes of, from 2002 to like 2004. So like 10 within those 2 years. And then I moved to New York and I started doing, you know, the Nas CDs, the G Unit, the John Legend, all those. And I always like talked about it, but I never did it. And finally, you know, Rex started coming out working on his album. And we did the record called Hardcore with Terminology, and that was the record that really like set off the album. And as soon as we did that, I was like, I'm just gonna build off this. You know, I'll get a lot of my boys on it, and it turned into like a lot of my boys into like major artists that, you know, I used a lot of favors, but at the same time I hold them down. So the next album's gonna be crazier.
Now, have a lot of the artists heard? I mean, a lot of times someone will know their track, but they won't know any of the rest of the album. Have a lot of the artists heard the complete album yet?
I know Freeway has. I know. Let me think. Who have I seen? DJ Premier absolutely loves the album. He's actually in the new Grand Theft Auto game talking about my album. He's like, you know how they have channels on the game? He shouts it out. He's like, I love it, G. It's dope. So, I mean, shout out to Primo. Q-Tip's heard it. He loves it. Consequence loves it. I'm trying to think of who I talked to lately. Clinton Sparks loves it. I'm getting really good feedback, man. It feels good.
Yep. So, now what label is it coming on?
Show Off Records / Brick, which I've gone back with these guys for, 10 years, literally. Since I was 15, I'm 25 right now. When I was 15, I was throwing concerts, and like I booked 7 Esoteric and Mr. Liff and all these guys way back then up here in Hampton Beach and stuff. And, they would hold me down back then, so it was like, it came full circle. Rex dropped on Brick a while back. So it was cool we got to do that. Shout out to Traffic that, they distributed it.